What is going on, Fam Jam, and welcome to another Yeehaw or Hellnaw right here at Jaja. Today we're going to check out track number 10. Track number 10 from Foxes in the Snow, Jason Isbell's new album. This one's called True Believer. We've got this one and one more to go, and then we will be back to having Acapella Mondays and Throwback Thursdays like you guys are used to. But almost done with the album, and this is track number 10, True Believer. The album has been incredible. Every single one has been a yeehaw, which, let's be real, that's not surprising to anybody. But it has been a little bit of an emotional roller coaster for me, and it's been a really incredible album. So hopefully, if you haven't, or hopefully you have seen the other 9, but if you haven't, go back, listen to the first 9, and be on this roller coaster with us, this emotional roller coaster Jason took us on in the Foxes in the Snow album. This is track number 10, True Believer. So if you've caught up with all those, let's go ahead and get this one going. So Fam Jam, let's go.
Take your hand off my knee, take your foot off my neck. Why y'all examining me like I'm a murder suspect? If I got a little loose, I just forgot to be afraid. But I started out a true believer, babe. A lot of dangerous memories, a lot of bars in this town. But oh, to have loved and lost and then still stuck around. But I heard God in the rhyme and I crawled out of the grave. And I guess I'm still a true believer, babe.
Ooh, I like that. I saw God in the Ryman. That's the last time I got to see Jason was at the Ryman. If you're a fan of Jason, there's 2 places I implore you to go see him. 1 is at the Ryman in Nashville, and 2 is at Red Rocks in Colorado. One of those 2 places, it's right next to Denver. It's not technically in Denver, but that's where you'd fly into, rent a car, and go check out Red Rocks. But the Ryman is a special place, and it's a special place to see Jason with or without the 400 unit. I like the 400 unit a lot, but anytime Jason plays at the Ryman, it's special.
And all your girlfriends say I broke your fucking heart, and I don't like it. There's a letter on the nightstand I don't think I'll ever read. Well, I finally found a match, and you kept daring me to strike it. And now I have to let it burn, to let it be.
Ooh, that held note.
I can't remember my dreams, I guess it could be the meds. But the sound of you screaming won't get out of my head. And I still remember the fever before it started to fade. And I really was a true believer, babe. And all your girlfriends say I broke your fucking heart, and I don't like it. There's a letter on the nightstand I don't think I'll ever read. Well, I finally found a match, and you kept daring me to strike it. And now I have to let it burn, to let it be. Like a stain on your teeth, I'm as stubborn as wine. Just when you think that I'm beaten, I get up every time. So when we pass on the highway, I'll smile and I'll wave, and I'll always be a true
another emotional song for the album. True Believer, I think it's True Believer in Love. Clearly, this is the fallout from the divorce with Amanda, and a lot of personal reflection, a lot of personal emotion, and a lot of personal vulnerability went into this album. You can tell it from the lyrics, you can tell it from everything. The emotion in the vocals, not just the lyric, shone through in this one a lot more than the last 9. I think that those sustained notes that he had in vocals, the emotion in those was a lot more, I don't want to say pure, but they were more, they stood out more. They stood out. The emotion in those held notes stood out more here, and that maybe the other 9 didn't have as many sustained notes in them. But the quick picking pattern matched with the True Believer. I used to be a true believer. I'll always be a true believer. That roundabout way that he came to it, that right in the middle, you think he's not a true believer in love anymore, and then right at the end, I'll always be a true believer in love. Also, an interesting thing, your friends say that I broke your heart, but there's a letter in the nightstand that I don't think I'll ever read. So there's this interesting piece there as well. So I think there's a lot to digest in the lyrics, absolutely, as is most of Jason's songs, the lyrical master that he is. But what stood out most to me, and because this one doesn't feel as open to interpretation, is the emotion that was in those vocals. I love the quick picking pattern in it. I think it matches real well with the wave we've been on through the album. But that emotional, when he's holding those notes and you can just feel it. You saw me like clutch right here. You felt that emotion come through in those notes. So I think that's the standout portion of this song the most, are those sustained emotional notes. You felt those. You didn't just hear those notes, you felt those notes. And that is an important distinction in really great emotional music, is you don't just listen, you don't just hear it, you feel it. And that's an important piece. That's a really important piece, especially with somebody as talented a songwriter as Jason is. You need that. You need to feel those things. You need to be a little emotionally open and vulnerable yourself. If you've seen the whole album that I've done, I've kind of been taking on an emotional roller coaster myself. But this one, less interpretive lyrics to me. They're pretty straightforward. But the emotion and interpretation comes in to the vocals. So if you want to go listen to that again, I implore you to do that. If you didn't catch it on the first one, I tried not to interrupt you too much on this one. So go back. There is a link in the description below. You can go back and watch or listen to that song. Listen to the emotion and the inflection in his voice. Rather than dissecting the lyrics, listen to it a couple of times. Definitely dissect the lyrics, but listen for the emotion in the vocals, and I promise you, you'll hear that just oomph, that pain, that feeling that he has in it. You'll feel that. You won't just hear it, you'll feel it. So definitely scroll down in the description below, click that link, and go do it again. On the way, if you feel so inclined, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. We're on the way to 100K in 2025, and I appreciate each and every one of you that has already done that. You guys are fantastic. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and we will see y'all next time. But until then, Fam Jam, I'm out.